Okay, part two. Look, I contacted through YouTube videos my problem video journal blog entries and things as from January 19th on, and I have gotten some response directly from my cousin and things from through emails. Nothing fucking phenomenal. And he shut me off too, right? In the dialogue, he decided not to talk to me anymore and stopped talking to me in the email discussion. Not an instant messenger, but email on YouTube, and nothing's resolved. So, but it's like, well, where did I grow a pair? Well, I grew a pair a long time ago. I've just been trying to be as civil and humane about everything. My son's mother left to go to Florida back in September after living here, totally off the cuff and you know, against the where we were in court, where she was evicted and she came to live with me. She was destitute from April to September last year, '09. She left world at large, and she's not coming back. And I knew when I was seeing a counselor, a psychologist, I was going there throughout that time last year. A couple of years now, I was going to talk to her as I was going to college, finishing my degree. And basically, I keep waiting for the world to grow up around me, but it ain't gonna come around for me. It's not gonna happen. I gotta go get it. So I gotta stop looking like some kind of joker. I look like it. I always see what I look like. It's not the guy I always acted like. I look like a pretty well together, Fonzie looking guy. But it's only because my hair is wet. I just got out of the pool an hour ago. I got the leather jacket and the t-shirt. Well, it's a cheap wardrobe with my pair of jeans and my medical shoes that I got from the vet's hospital in Rome. It's not a store-bought image, and it's not planned. It's just something I just happen to. It's low maintenance for me. It's what it is. It's me at 40. I'm talking to myself way too much. It's not an act. If I get a heart attack or something like that with the cholesterol pills and things, I got that 25 pounds of extra weight around my midsection, warning me about the body type that I have. My heart is at risk. I'm fearful of that shit. I don't see any bands calling me, and they haven't. They have not called me in over 10 years. Nobody's called me for nothing. I was playing out as recent as last summer, at least every Tuesday at the electric company in Utica, New York. Didn't make any friends. Played after hours after sitting in with the open mic night. A lot of the hours of the open mic night. I thought I was respectful and allowing other people to share, get in on it, get involved, play. I sat in with a lot of people. There were some really good moments there. There really were. I mean, I showboated a little bit. I was overplaying and things, and I could have kept it down. I did. There were people I tried to work with. There were a lot of people I shouldn't have been drumming with. I was drumming anyways. That's how I was at the Devereaux for years. Try to make everybody feel better. But yeah, I'm a little bit in your face when I go out because I'm always like, well, I'm inadequate about socializing, and I try to really reduce the amount of alcohol that I'm going to afford myself to drink. I can't even afford it half the time. I remember overdrafting my bank account to buy a couple beers so I didn't feel so stupid when I walked in the bar and not drink, because there were times I didn't want to drink, but I bought beer anyway because I wasn't drinking for a long time, over 2 years. Long time, until last summer, and I started drinking again at the bar at the electric company. I was drinking the Saranacs as much as I tasted them. Excuse me. I thought they were like candy. They tasted like candy. A very good beer, dark beer, Black Forest beer, Saranac. I endorse it, man. It's just There were good times. We ended up at that party out at the lake, Delta Lake, and for the invite, I was very moved to go. Wow, somebody's calling me and says I can go to a party. So I go to this party, and I didn't get to play. I got to sit in with this one kid who was great to let me do that. Acoustic guitar player who sang songs and played the guitar through the PA, and I was sitting there at the drums impromptu. I met him at the open mic at the electric company. Sean, great kid. I don't know. As soon as I get off the drums, somebody goes, "Isn't that guy gay?" And I go, "I don't know anything about Sean. I think he was playing like Tainted Love and different songs, different styles. I don't remember half of them, but I remember they were more or less modern. And we had a good vibe, and we improvised it. It was like it was a version of the songs. Never called me back. I said, "Man, we should be playing parties, sorority parties. We should be playing. We should be playing every week." I said that to a lot of people. Nobody was. So there's no ransom or risk to talking and making these videos. And I'm like, well, if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna make these videos and hate the world. So no, but it's just a guy got tired of it, man. And I'm just like, well, I'm still sitting in my parlor, and there's no business like show business, and there's no bad publicity and all that shit. So I'm making these public appearances in the videos, and I'm putting my topics forums up, and people are calling me a crackhead, and you should be in jail with Nick for saying anything about him, that you the pedophile or pizza owner and all this shit. I'm like, Nick made me a dish of greens and a couple buckets of macaroni and some fish fries in the last 3 years after going to high school with Nick, the pizza owner who went to jail for a pedophile. I don't know if he's for assault, sexually involving himself with his female employees. That's what he went to jail for. And I felt bad that a guy my age, here I go again with this subject, a guy my age went to fucking jail after just seeing him say, and he was kind to my son, sitting there with me. And I didn't see any of the girls at the restaurant that day. The few times in 3 years that I've known him, that I went back or met him at the New York Pizza, because I didn't go there often. I just the first time I went in, the second time he said, "I don't know you." I go, "Yeah, I know you somewhere, UFA or something." That was it. And he said, "Hello, you got a great father," to my son. He goes, "You got a great father." And my son's 11, and we were having our food, and I was like, yeah, I was as comfortable as I can be. I was certainly not going to disrespect the guy. And like I said, none of his employees, the girls, didn't look upset. They were calm. They tried to help me with the credit card, paid, at the cash register. I remember that. The girls checking me out, at the cash register. What's the problem with you goddamn people in Utica? What is the fucking problem with you people? And that's the last subject on that. Topics forum? Fuck you people. Everybody wants to say fuck me. I'm a crackhead and everything on the internet. It tells me really clear that this area is sicker for people like me who are sensitive to public opinion and social, feelings out here, man. I don't belong here. I'm going to fucking die a slow fucking roasting death over here in Utica, New York, my hometown, if I'm going to wait for somebody to like me.